Oh, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Hollywood Interviews. It's not our typical day, but it doesn't really matter. Today we got a special guest, which is why we're going to intervene. She was supposed to come through a couple weeks ago, but I had some technical issues, so I apologize, but now she's back here on Saturday. So we got Mika Ortiz, singer,
hi guys,
pro dancer, actress, businesswoman. She got her own, cosmetic selections. As you can see, she's got it on now, looking lavish. And she's also starting an apparel line. And she got a YouTube channel, which we'll be talking about, and it's down below. You can see it here. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Mika.
How great is Nick, right? So my name is Mika. I am a singer. I'm a business owner for Mulatas Kollection. It's a cosmetic line. You guys can check that out at www.mulatascollection.com with the K. I'm also working on my YouTube channel. I have content, music, videos on there, and we're still uploading and trying to create some more content for my YouTube page. So I am a new YouTuber. I'm stepping into the game, learning. I'm also a singer at Mango Tropical Cafe. That's where I first got my foot wet. I'm Entertainer of the Year 4 years in a row.
Man, you're a dancer, you got both your feet wet.
Both of them are wet.
Yeah, I believe it.
I'm a singer there for 4 years. We're closed because of COVID. So because of COVID, I just been working on my business and getting into fitness, keeping my mind right. You know, that's important during this time, right?
Big time.
So that's been my main focus during COVID. And hopefully when Mango's opens back up, I can bless the stage and do what I love. And, just bring some more shows and entertainment in South Beach, Miami, Florida.
So you're out in Miami right now?
I'm in Miami, South Beach right now. It's actually raining right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems like it's always raining out there.
Raining. It looks bad outside, but it's like a chill, stay home type of day now.
Hey, it's looking good inside for both of us, so that's all that really matters. So I know you're singing and doing, I'm not gonna ask you to drop any notes on us right now, but I guess so. Who's like your favorite singer?
My favorite singer is Robin S., which is she sings a really popular song called "Show Me Love" from back in the days, like. I love the 90s. I love Beyonce, of course. I love Donna Summer, Tina Turner. I love everything from back in the days, old school. That's my favorite era of music, honestly. 70s,
Sounds
80s.
Good.
That.
I remember singing at the top of my voice with some of that too, whether it was in the shower, in the back seat of the car, or whatever. I mean, and then also, I'm Jamaican, so there was definitely a lot of Caribbean artists that we used to sing with too. So definitely a huge music fan.
What part of Jamaica you're from again?
Kingston.
Kingston.
Yeah, you done know after
Marty right there.
Come on, you done know. My mom actually went to his funeral and we used to see him all the time. Yeah. Bless up, bless. All right, so
bless up.
Come on, real thing.
Yeah, Jamaica's nice. I've been there. I went for my birthday last year. I went to Negril. I said that right? Negril, Jamaica. Really beautiful, very peaceful. I loved it. I love the atmosphere, the vibe, the people. It's a vibe. I like it.
Well, maybe you can go out to Jamaica and bless the stage out there too then.
Hey.
Hey, I know I can see the blow up is coming soon.
Hey.
Yeah.
Do you know this artist named Shansia?
Shansia? What she sing?
She had that song with Tigger. First thing in the morning, when I wake up.
I'm not familiar with that one,
so
but
bless.
you have to send it to me.
You don't know that song?
You have to send it to me.
Okay, well that song is.
Put me on the spot.
I love that song and I love her as an artist. I love her coming out of Jamaica. Make sure you guys hear her, Shansia.
Okay. We were talking about The Voice earlier. Tessanne Chin is from Jamaica.
Who?
Tessanne Chin. She won on The Voice.
Oh, I haven't seen The Voice like recently.
It's not recent. It was like years ago. Cause
oh, really?
I don't even watch no more. Yeah.
I don't remember her face. Oh.
All right.
But that's a cool show.
Yeah.
To get back into watching it.
Oh, so we got another fellow Jamaican here. Oh, look at that, Nicole Zinkfans Pearson tuning in to watch.
How does Nick does not know about Shansia? Like, come on.
Y'all gonna call me out like that?
You're from Jamaica, you don't know Shansia.
Hey man, trust me. You're in Miami, so you're literally like right there with everybody, just probably jumping off the plane Ready.
So I'm literally in Miami Beach. I'm right by the water. I have boats. I can look at the boats in my backyard. I love living by the water.
Oh yeah, you're like on an island.
Yeah, I'm literally on. It's called North Bay Village. It's like a little island, right near Miami Beach. So I'm in the middle of it. But yeah, I love where I'm at because I have the water. There's no way to live in Miami without the view of the water.
That's true.
And the trees. So wherever I move, the water and the trees have to come with me.
That's very true. Okay, so we know that you're singing, you're dancing, you got the YouTube channel, definitely in the limelight, and your goal though is to become an actor. What I guess who are your favorite actors and actresses, and I guess what type of acting do you want to do?
I'm trying to get my foot wet into acting now. I've been working with an acting coach in Atlanta. My first thing that I would love to get into is horror. I kind of told you about that. Scary movies. I'm a big person on scary movies. I love drama.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I love drama. Because you know what? I'm such a bubbly personality. So when it's like the drama and the horror gets me out of character. It makes me somebody that I'm not. I can get serious in a second. I can bring drama. Of course, I love Tyler Perry movies, and I love the plays. How he incorporates acting and singing together. That's something I would love to get into because I can sing and I can put the acting with it. My favorite actors, I would say Jamie Foxx, Denzel Washington,
definitely
Sandra Bullock. I think those are the Halle Berry, of course. These are like actresses and actors that whatever movie they're in, it's gonna be good. So those are like my people. And I would say from back in the days, I'm gonna say Judy Garland. If you guys know who Judy Garland is,
I'm gonna send you my little short film. I'm gonna send you my little short film. I got a little short film out there,
Oh, you do?
Check out Hollywood. You got Halle Berry, but you also got Hollywood, and this is in the beginning days, I do got we do have a little short movie, but it's like for a promotional film for a party. But either way,
I have to check it out.
Definitely.
You got your stuff together, and I believe in you, so I gotta check out.
Well, I appreciate it. I believe in you back. All right. So I guess all right. So horror, which I gotta see that. I gotta see that.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's the first thing that comes to my mind that I can think of. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like a thriller, drama. I don't know. It's like for me, it's like. If you don't like scary movies, you wouldn't understand. But it's like a game. It's not really
thrillers.
Realistic.
Definitely.
It's like you're playing.
I'll tell the truth. Like I'm scared of horror movies,
You
but
told me.
I do like thrillers. I do like thrillers.
So what's like scary? Like what scary horror you're scared of? Like
I think it's more like the demon stuff. Like I don't mess with the demons. That's mainly it. Like I'm not gonna be.
So you're saying like
if you got some like freaky thing coming out the TV, I'm gonna be like, all right.
Like The Ring.
Yeah, like
you're not feeling that.
Nah, Exorcist and what's that? I walked out of one movie.
You want to hear something?
Paranormal Activity.
Exorcist is one of the only movies that probably get me a little scared, but I'll still watch it.
See, I walked out of Paranormal Activity. I was like, yeah, no.
Paranormal Activity is a scary one. I've watched it. Yeah, I would say, you know what, I would have. Okay.
See, I was sitting in there and I just seen
realistic, like somebody actually in their house.
Yeah. And I was just like, you know what? I don't need none of these people following me home, so let me just go ahead and get up out of here. But I mess with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all of the horror. Not horror, but thrillers. Like I love You. You know what I'm saying? The TV series You.
I haven't seen that fully.
On Netflix? You ain't seen You?
Oh. Not all the way. Like I've seen half of an episode, but I haven't.
Oh yeah, you got to see You. But yeah, I mean a lot of the different thrillers. I like the thrillers, but. The horror films where, people, I just be like, nah, I'm not getting swept under the bed. Something grab my leg and I'm just like, nah, I'll pass on it.
You don't want to think about that. But
I don't even want to think about I just feel like I get in the car and the next thing you know, I'm getting the chills and I'm like, wait, somebody in here? Like, what's going on?
Like
so I just
no.
Yeah, so I just yeah. But, thriller, I'd be like, man, I knock this dude head off. But, when we start talking about messing with the ghosts and stuff, I'm like, yeah, nah. That's me. So I'll walk out of that, probably fall asleep, something like that.
Faith over fear. You can't be scared.
This is true. This is true. I ain't giving nobody no power, but I mean, hey,
anything, not even a movie. Can't be.
Nah, I ain't gonna say I'm scared. Like I'm gonna start crying.
You just you get paranoid and you start thinking. You don't want to think about all that. Like you don't want that in your mind. And my brother-in-law's like that.
I just be like, yeah, you know what? Let me just chill. Let me chill. Let me drive home. Let's see, everything's gonna be all right.
I don't want to be thinking too much. Someone's gonna kill me or drop me in the car.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not even about like that's the thing. Like I can handle a human. But when we start talking about like something else, something illegal, what's all that? That's when I get a little bit like, yeah, we gotta stand off. But all right, I see. You know, you got the big smile and everything. So I guess I'm assuming that you got to be, wearing your product. So I guess I know you got a cosmetic line. Can you say one more time what your cosmetic line is? Introduce it to us, and then why did you go into it, and what makes it unique?
So. Like I said before in the beginning of this video, I'm a singer at Mango Trouble Cafe. I'm always performing. I'm always having a mic. And the CEO of the company always wants us wearing red lipstick. Like he thinks that's like the look of red lipstick. So what I did, I was like, how cool would it be if I can find a company that has red lipstick was the first color that I started with, has a great product, and it's long lasting, it's matte, and it stays on all night. So my first thing was finding a company that I can work with, and I started working with all these companies sending me samples that I was trying in, and then I found one company that I wanted to work with, and it was just a great product. It stayed on long. I tried it when I was working at work, and it just never got on my microphone, and I felt like this was the go-to, like this was the product. Everyone loved it at my job. A lot of entertainers, I was sending it to them, and they loved how it stayed on when they were speaking. It doesn't rub off. When you're on a date, it doesn't rub off.
That's actually good for the men then. Hey fellas, make sure you get you some.
Yeah, get your girl this lipstick. So this is actually one of the products that I have in my hand, if you guys can see. And this is like Sangria. It's from the anniversary collection from last year. And it's like a purple color. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it, Nick?
Yeah, you got a little bit of a glare on it.
Okay, well, maybe, kind of, sorry. But this
is
one of the products.
Okay, I see it right there.
Yeah, we started with the red, and then we started doing 7 more colors. Green. I think I'm separate from other companies because we do a lot of the colors that a lot of companies don't sell, like green, like yellow, blue, greens. And I started adding that on my website, and it started working for me. A lot of people felt like they can come to my website and find a color that they can't find at certain stores, and I wanted it to be for showgirls, people who are doing shows that are very creative with makeup. So I felt like they needed a lot of different colors to work with. So I wanted to bring that to my company, and I also wanted to bring shades and apparel. Those are all other things that I'm working on once I started with the lipsticks. I think it's a good product. It's great. I always have it. I've been talking to you for a while. And you guys have to try it. And that's just, you guys have to try it and check out my website.
I mean, I won't say that I'm gonna, physically try it, but if it's gonna keep the gloss off the white, then I gotta support.
You gotta support it. Buy it for your girlfriend. Buy it for your sister. I really feel like this is the only lipstick that I was wearing when I went back to work. And it was my product. It just felt so good that I found something that stayed on all night, and I had something to do with it. And so I'm really happy for that. And we're just gonna keep growing, and I'm just gonna keep adding stuff, to the line and to the website, to the collection, and keep growing. See what else I can do.
Okay. So I guess, do you have any other, ventures as far as, oh, look at this. Buy for your cousin. I got you. Hey, we do have something in store, but I'm not gonna get to it yet. Right. So just hold on real quick. It might be able to come true. So yeah, man, you might have manifested that one. So I guess, do you have any other, cosmetics that you're thinking about coming out with outside of the, just lips, or because if you're in that industry, you're very active. All that kind of stuff.
I would say the 3 different products that I work on, because it's a process. You want to get the product and see what company you're going to work with. You want to build a relationship. You want to see who ships fast. and if you like the quality. So it takes a process of checking different companies and different vendors that you want to work with. So for me, the 3 different things that I was trying to get into were soaps, perfumes, and eyeshadow palettes. So eventually, I think I would be bringing like a soap or a lotion and a set. I think probably maybe by Mother's Day, I probably can have it. It'll be like a perfume, it'll be like a soap and a lotion and a set. Maybe I'll probably aim for that for Mother's Day. Oh, mascara is a good idea. Thank you.
So hold on, real quick. I don't mean to pause. Is mascara the stuff that's like right here?
Mascara is what goes on your eyelashes. And
okay,
people put it when they have fake eyelashes. They still put it on to make sure that it's curvy. My question is though, when people look for mascaras, I think sometimes they're looking for colors. So that's a good idea. Thank you, Nicole. That's a good idea to look into because maybe you can get like red mascaras, blue mascaras, purple mascaras. For people that are artistic with makeup and showgirls, because I'm big on my showgirls.
Y'all can link up. So what I was gonna say is, I don't know a lot about the makeup world, but I know usually when you see movies or you see people, they like, women, they don't want to cry or sweat or go in the rain because they see the little black stuff is dripping down their face. So, when you already have that formula for the lips, would there be something that can apply to like the eye so that people won't have to worry about that?
Sure. Once you go into that mascara business, you would have to see, okay, what is everybody buying? Like she said, try mascara with different colors. I would have to tell them, okay, find different colors and make sure that it's waterproof. And make sure that it's not hard because, sometimes when products are waterproof, it's hard to take off and rub off. So I would probably make sure that it's easy to come off. It doesn't affect your eye, doesn't make you cry, doesn't make you tear, and it's still colorful and still artistic for you to wear. Yeah. So that's an idea I would look into as well.
Yeah, because you don't want to be rubbing your whole lip off.
And you don't want it to be hard and you still want to keep that soft, nice look on your lashes. Next thing you know, they're just ripping out because it's so hard. So I would make sure that it's waterproof, soft, and just not irritating to the eye.
Okay.
I'm a sensitive girl. A lot of things like I'm easily bruised, I break out easily, so I gotta make sure that the product is very for sensitive skin, sensitive people.
Okay. Well, we do have something in store.
She said exactly.
Well, hold on. First of all, let me say this. Where can the people find your product currently?
So you can go to www.mulatas, MULATAS, collection with a K.com. And you can check it out there. I actually have a promo code, and I'll say the promo code again before we end.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we got a promo code in store.
Everybody who's watching, it's 25% off, and the code is Hollywood21. You can go right now to the website. Yeah. You can buy anything you want. It's for any product you want on my website. You can use that code until tomorrow. I'll end it tomorrow, unless Nick tells me to keep it on for a couple days.
Hey, y'all make sure. Well, I don't know about tomorrow. We're gonna have to push this one out here, but.
Right.
I'm gonna say this. Y'all done came over here and watched live in the group. Now you are on Hollywood Interviews and on Mika O on YouTube. So
yes.
Just because you came and subscribed, now you're getting the discount code, the coupon code. Now you get to go out with your boyfriend, your husband. You get to go jogging, you get to go in the gym.
Right.
You go sit in the sauna, and you got the makeup working. So.
These are actually one of the shades I'm going to show you right now.
Oh, and shades?
Oh, yeah. So I have these shades on MulatasCollection.com. And it's 25% off with code Hollywood21. And these are the Atlanta shades. And you guys can get these right now. As a matter of fact, you can get this one right here that I just put on. I'll go and I'll ship it to you.
Is that going to be on the promo code too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's like, so you guys can get the 25% off the shades, and I have apparel as well. And I have a shirt for kids on there that they can paint with their parents. It has my logo on it. It's just like a tee to have fun, and it comes with a set of markers. That 25% code, you can use that on that as well. Okay. The entire site, guys. The entire site, just for you.
All right. So we're gonna have to do that, and you did say your Instagram, correct?
The Instagram is Mulatas Collection on IG.
All right, and then after this, we'll have to put that in the description too. So
yes, You can follow, and in the link you'll see the website. You can click the website in the link of the bio of Mulatas Kollection as well. And check out the page, follow my page, and write me. Let's talk. DM me. I'm friendly. We could talk. I don't care. Whatever. All that.
I would have to agree. So, yeah. All right. You know, I got my own Mulatas collection on the way, so everybody be looking out for me.
It's on the way.
You know. So y'all check it out, or at least a shirt, you know, and some shades. I'm gonna definitely give me some shades.
Yes, I have those. I have the biggest. I had these. You know what? Do I have Miami? I had Miami shades, and they were like a brown tan color, and those sold out, which I'm happy for. Thank God. So, but I still have Atlanta, and I still have Vegas shades. Once those sell out, I'm probably gonna bring in another type of style.
Okay. Well, Nicole, you know, I think she's supposed to be doing an interview one of these days because she's trying to come out with a clothing line for nurses. So she'll come on there with her Mulatas collection.
Say that again for Nicole.
Yeah, she's supposed to be doing a clothing line for nurses.
Nice.
So yeah, so when she comes on, then we'll make sure that she has her Mulatas collection, so she's looking, you know, icy.
Yeah, and make sure you let me know too. Maybe I can join in and comment and support like she did.
Okay, we'll do that. All right. So we know that you are a businesswoman. You're singing, dancing. Like I said, we're not gonna ask you to do none of that yet. Not gonna have you pop lock and drop it or hit us with the notes yet. But you know, with that, plus you got the 9 to 5. You got you know, clothing line, cosmetic line, all these different things that you're dealing with. Plus, you know, you have normal life. How would you say that you're able to manage all of that? And I mean, I personally follow you, your social media and everything like that. You're always remaining positive, still find ways to promote all that. But how do you balance, you know, life? And juggle all those different
things. My life is not normal. I don't think it's normal. I think I'm going with the flow. I can't even say how do I do it because I don't even know how I do it. You can see, mind you, I told you this earlier, you may look at me and think that I'm like I have the best thing ever, but I've been going through a very, very emotional week. Very emotional week.
Emotional 2 weeks.
I have so many, you know, it's involving family, and it's very hard to try to have family issues, and then you're maintaining a business, and then you're trying to build just so many things you're trying to do, and then trying to and having that in your mindset is very, very hard. But
hold on. Meanwhile, all of this, all I see from you is encouraging everybody else.
Yeah, and that's what made me basically do this interview with you. I told myself, well, you know, you're always telling people to keep going, and no matter what, they got to keep going and they have to stay positive. So I have to preach that to myself now. Oh, so now you're not staying positive because you're emotional and you're going through drama. So what happens when things get worse in your life? So this is kind of preparing me and teaching me that no matter what, I have to get up and prepare my content. No matter what, I have to take pictures. I have to sell, because how am I going to pay my bills? Even though I'm emotional this week. You know what I mean? So I think I came here to do this interview and show people that, yeah, I look like I'm great and all, but honestly, I've been hurting this week and I'm still here. Keep going, because this is part of your journey as a businesswoman. I can't let my business fail because I'm emotional.
And as a human, period, and all the things that you've been through before and that your family has been through in the past, it would be a disservice or a disjustice to them for you to, you know, to fall back because of something else that's going on.
And that's the mindset that I'm keep telling myself, because trust me, it pops up in my head and I get stressed, or I get that phone call that stresses me out about a family member, and it hurts me, but I have to change my mindset and put myself at a positive state, or just clear that and not think about it. And I gotta keep going. It's hard. Even people that lose someone, sorry to even take it there, but you know, it may be the most toughest thing in life, right? It can be the most biggest tragedy that you ever experienced in life. But guess what? You have to keep going. And I hope that I have that same attitude when things get worse for me, because it's faith over fear, right? So we just got to keep going. And it's hard. I know it's hard. Girl, I'll probably end this call and start crying or something. Yeah. I know it's hard. But keep going.
And then at the same time too, you know, better, worse, you know, good, bad, it's all a part of your perception too. So if you're able to go through this, realize, you know, you've been through something else before, you know, what's really worse? You know, when they say when it rains, it pours, but it pours because when it's quote unquote raining, everything's kind of enhanced or amplified. So it could be, I don't know, it started off your morning and you lost the earring or something like that. Next thing you know, blah 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 happened. All of a sudden, your whole life turns into this horrible thing. But really, is it that bad, or is that just now your perception? So when you're able to to embrace what you've been through in the past, and then appreciate it, and realize in the moments of turmoil that come up in the future or in your present, you kind of assess it either, man, I'm going through this again, or this, or blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, you can be like, well, I've been through XYZ before, and it made me a better person because of this or that, or made me stronger, or whatever the case is. Yeah. And now you're able to look at your situation and think, you know what, whatever, I'm going to just do this. I'm just keep on moving. And then, I guess perceive it to be a better or easier. Or maybe it doesn't even faze you anymore. I feel like one of the biggest things that for a lot of people in the world is that if you have been through challenging times and you are able to overcome it and reach a goal, then now you're on this level, and when you run into another problem, everybody looks at you like you're just some kind of hero, because it doesn't faze you, but that's because you've been conditioned.
And one of my trainers told me, if you work hard, once you fail, you always know how to get back up, because you know how to work hard. And I always work hard. I always keep I try to work on my mental state. And when things come at me, it's like a boxing glove. Like, it's hitting me, but I'm still like trying to stand there and handle everything that I have to handle. And I think that's what it is. It's like, you're always going to be a punching bag, but you just cannot let that punching bag knock you to the ground. Let it hit you, but don't let it knock you to the ground, and just face it like you face life.
So where do you get your work ethic from? Is it something that's always been in you, or is it something that developed over time?
I think I always had that work ethic of working a lot. I love working a lot, but I think I started working on my discipline when COVID hit. I got real focused on discipline. I read this book called No Excuses by Brian Tracy. And I feel like that book helped me a lot. It made me more focused. It made me more disciplined. I catch myself telling, I put my health first, started working out more. And I was like, all right, you have to get up. You got to keep doing it. You have to do what people are not doing. Everybody's not waking up early. Everybody's not eating right. Everybody's not being determined. Everybody's not being disciplined. So I need to be the opposite if I want to succeed. So I started telling myself that, and keeping that in my mind, and saying, well, get up, get up, get up, get up. Everybody's not getting up at 5 a.m. to make sure.
If you want different, you got to do different.
Right, exactly. If you know different, you do different. If you know better, you do better. Right. So
one extreme, you got to do extreme.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, yes, girl.
Right. So that's kind of what I told myself, and I started. I even though I read before, I just made it a priority to read constantly. Like, constantly. I was running through books constantly. I'm like, let me see how many books I can get out this year. Like, I was reading constantly. And of course, we have to read. Like, we have to learn from other people so we don't make those same mistakes. A wise woman learns from the mistakes of others, not her own. So it's like, you teach me things, I learn from you, so I don't have to make that mistake. If you have a business, I want to take some things from you, so I don't have to make that same mistake. Why should I make that same mistake as you if I can learn from you? You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what
you also don't got to reinvent the wheel.
Right.
A lot of people, like to redo something or try to, you don't got to do anything different. Something works, and why would you go and try to redo it like as if this person didn't already feel with it? Exactly. I say go with what works, then start, experimenting with all the other stuff.
Right. There's no reason you should fail at the same thing your friend or your business partner failed at. You should be failing at something different, because you should learn from them, So I try to make that. I try to learn from everybody as much as I can, or just watching YouTube, or just reading, or, just search it, Google. Oh, I want to learn about YouTube now. So I'm probably going to find a book, that can teach me about YouTube and get into that, because
I watch YouTube to learn about YouTube.
Exactly.
In fact, let me ask you this. What's one of the best channels on YouTube out right now?
Hollywood marketing.
Yeah, and then we got Hollywood Life out here too, you know what I mean? We got 3 of the top YouTube channels out here right now: Hollywood Life, Hollywood Interviews, and Mika O. So go ahead and subscribe to Mika O. Let me ask you this then. So with all of the grinding that you're doing, what are the goals that you have for yourself within like the next 5 years?
That question.
And also well, not even that then. What's the biggest impacts you feel like you want to make? Well, you know what? I would say 5 years, but let's not even put a timeline on it. Let's just say when you leave Earth, what impact do you want to have made to where people can say, oh, you know, something? What would you want them to say about you?
I would want them to say that I was a great servant to other people. I was very loving. I made people feel their best. I uplift people, and I make people feel great when they're around me. And I'm not trying to be cocky. I just want people to feel great when they're around me, you know? I want them to leave my presence feeling their best self. And love, I don't know, just full of love. I have no hate in my heart for anyone. I come with peace. I try to be a peacemaker like God would want me to do. And I just want people to remember me as a loving person, fun person, energetic person, and just great to be around. And I would want to help as much people as I can. I think that's our purpose, is to help people. That's why we're here, is to help people. And I'm going to do that until the day that I die. I'm going to be helping people and fulfill my purpose. I think that's part of my purpose. I really do. Because I don't get paid for it.
Shoot, tell me about it. I think we're pretty much on the same page. But, you know, one thing I definitely know is, you know, what you give is what you're going to get.
Right.
And everyone is you pushed out. So if you're able to push out this positive energy and continue to pour and, you know, like you said, give people love, that's what you're going to end up getting back. Sometimes you can feel, I guess, a little overextended, but you know, I think that sometimes when you give, as long as you're not expecting something back, because if you're expecting, that means you're a lack of it. So that means you don't have it. So therefore, if you're giving this, it's because you do have it to give. So therefore, you're going to get it back, and then you're going to get it 10 times over, if not 10,000 times over.
Right.
So keep on going with that. And I guess, you know, that kind of leads me to, you know, I know you're a musician, because a lot of, you know, great content on your channel or is music and songs, and I've been talking about you dropping these notes on us, but I guess, do you feel that, let me ask you this, do you what do you feel like your music is about, or what do you try to make your music about, or how do you come up with your music?
It's been a while since I've worked on new music. I just put a new song on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get more consistent with putting more new music out, because as we all know, the industry is different. Little shady. You have your ups and downs, and I've had my management team, and I've had a team that I was working with, and what I dealt with that team would make you give up. It would make you stop. It would make you be like, well, what, you know, it would make you feel some type of way. But things happen for a reason. It's part of your story. You know, it makes my story more interesting that happened, right? So I have something to talk about. So I started looking at it like that, like, okay, it's like I'm writing a story. The more things that come at me the wrong way, it's like entertaining, it's fun. Okay, next chapter. So I just started looking at it like that. Now, since I'm independent, I'm solo, I do want to put that in one of my goals, is to keep working on, you know, new music, put some new content out, new videos. That's why I'm trying to grow more subscribers and get more views, because that's where I'm going to be making that my platform. That's my space. No one can take that from me. So I'll be putting as much content as music as I can, behind the scenes, or I'm at home just singing. That will go up on my YouTube page.
Okay.
So I'm still, you know, upgrading that, and, you know, trying to post more content on my music, because I know people want to hear more stuff. So,
man, I tell you what, it's definitely not easy, and I don't think a lot of people that get into YouTube don't realize how much work goes into it. Not just even editing, but now you're talking about like the search engine optimization, the editing alone would stress somebody out. You know, thumbnails. It's almost like if you wanted to just record something live and then just post it, the way it works is not. It's not like that.
You need
I mean, even the title is sitting there. You know, you brainstorming about the title. You're like, man, what in the world? So definitely gotta applaud you. So I guess with the music and your posting content and your acting career, you know, have you ever thought about, like, you know, encompassing like your everything into one, like maybe a thriller, like Thriller from Michael Jackson, horror song?
Of course. course.
You know, hit him with.
Yeah. I was just thinking, which I can't talk about it. One of the shows that I auditioned for a couple days ago, which I'm hoping that I can get. It's in Atlanta, not whatever, but it's thriller too. It's drama too. So it's I'm gonna keep seeing what kind of role I can get. But I am aiming for that. I'm aiming to get in a show or get a scene in a movie. That's what I'm aiming to add on my resume. And I'm very sure I can do it. I know COVID is pushing us back and making it way more harder for ourselves, but what's for you is meant for you, and I believe in that, and that's it. If it's not this time, it'll be next time, or I'm going with the flow.
I still feel like you already had it. I'm pretty sure, after this. Matter of fact, you might have already got the email during this interview. I'm just gonna let you know. Hey, it is what it is. That's the way I like to think about stuff. I just think about it as if I already have it, and I don't try to say anything that would bring any kind of negative thought into my mind about not. Like I said, there's no lack of nothing. If you want to be in that role, you already got it, pretty much. So, well, what we celebrating? When do I need to tune in? What day is it coming on? Dude, that's all I want to hear. What day is it coming on?
I don't have no idea. I'm actually when I get off the phone with you, I'm actually gonna write them back and say, how's everything going with the casting? You guys are still working on it, right?
I was asking when you start, like, hey, when do you need me to, pull up? Like, that's basically all it is. Are you sending me a ticket? Just don't even ask. Are you sending me a ticket, or am I having to find that now? Because I'm just trying to pack my bags. That's all I'm trying.
Right.
That's all you need to ask.
Don't even know what I'm bringing. But
well, how did you know? I just knew. I mean, obviously. Come on now.
Right, and that's how that's how you're supposed to deal with everything. You're supposed to manifest it like it's already yours.
Yeah.
Let me start wearing these clothes because I have a movie scene that I'm gonna be shooting next month.
100%.
Put these clothes here, and then I'm like, what are you talking about? Next thing you know, you see me in the scene.
Hey, I mean,
because of my manifestation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm yeah. Me and my cousin were just laughing the other day, and I would say nobody's chasing money or nothing like that, but it was just a hilarious thing, just like talking about like what you would do if you were a billionaire, and just literally just hilarious, just making a joke about it. But I mean, when you really think about it, it's not really a joke, because you have billionaires out there. Like, how did they get there? They just believe that they could be. That's really all it was. And if you believe that you can't, then you'll never take any action or any steps to get anywhere until you believe that you can actually do it.
Every entrepreneur says that. They said you have to just believe that it's yours. You have to have that mindset. They all have that mindset.
Yeah.
They all have that same mindset. Always thinking positive, always manifesting your dreams and your goals, like writing down, making sure you're taking notes. I hear that's important.
Man, I got a bag full of stuff I would just write sometimes before, I had been through some things in the past couple of months, and I literally would just write stuff down, or just, kind of just sit there, and then it just came to a point where you're just focusing your energy. And even this channel here that we're talking on, never would have thought it would be this big, never thought nothing, but, had like an epiphany and just sat there and was like, man, I should do it. But the biggest step that I had to take was just do it, and then believing that it's possible. And there, any kind of negative thought that could possibly come in, I just block it out. It's not even real to me. So there's no, and like I said, I believe you definitely going somewhere. And when these people hear you drop these notes, they're gonna be like, dang, where do I find her CD at? Where do I find the MP3? Hold on, burn. You know what I'm saying? So keep on.
I have to upload. I'm telling you, I'm working on that. I'm gonna upload some new stuff on YouTube. I'm working on it. I'm just getting in. I had my YouTube page for a while, and then I stopped. I wasn't being as consistent. And then I'm like, with COVID makes, I'm like, let me get more consistent on my YouTube page. So I'm thankful that I had it already open, and I had a few subscribers. That helped me out. But I don't know, if I was more consistent before, I think my page would have been crazy right now.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you too, even when this goes out, you have no idea who's watching. Literally, you never know who's watching. So, with that, like I said, when your purpose is to give value back to the world and give, love back and everything like that, that's what's gonna come back. But I guess with your content that you're posting, singing, dancing, the energy that you're giving. I mean, even just the conversation that we had, even on a preliminary thing. I told you how upbuilding and the energy transfer was through that, and that's all I want to do, you know, also in return. So, I guess what would you say you want to promote the most with your life, and what message do you want for people who are watching you that you may not know are watching? What message do you want them to see or to receive?
Have faith. I think I think have faith, because you're always gonna fall down. You're always gonna have your moments in life, but you have to have faith. You're always gonna be tested, and we're gonna be more tested as we get older, right? And
yeah, less time to mess up too.
Yeah, and when you're tested, that faith is what's gonna give you closure. That faith is what's gonna keep your mind right, because you're going to be going through so many things in life, and if you want it, you got to keep going for it, and you got to maintain right. The mental state is so important, you know, to make sure you're feeding your mind right. And you know, I don't know if everyone, I'm a very spiritual person, you know, I want to get all religious with you, but I got everything in my life that I have now from being spiritual and from praying all the time. And I truly believe that. If that's not everybody's story, that's fine. You know, I don't judge anybody. But for me, I always have to have faith. I always have to pray over my family. I always have to pray over what I have, because I'm grateful for it. And if we're not grateful for what we have now, you would not get the most beautiful things that are preparing you with what you have waiting for you. You just won't. You have to maintain that you're okay with having this apartment and having all this. I'm fine with that. I have my family that's alive and they're okay. And as I'm showing that, I'm going to be building and preparing such a better, blissful life, because I'm grateful for what I have. So for everyone out there, I think you have to have faith. And if you don't have faith, find something, find anything. I don't know what it is, if it's meditation or if it's reading or whatever. Find something that's going to keep you sane, like keep you sane and keep your mind right, and, you know, keep you focused. And for me, that's always praying and just being faithful. I don't know what works for you, but find something to keep you there, because you will lose yourself. There's going to be moments you're going to lose yourself. So you have to be prepared to lose yourself, and be prepared to know what you're going to do to get yourself back up, because it is hard. But if you know what you're going to do when you fall, oh girl, you're going to be getting up so much harder. You're going to be like, what happened? So I think that's important. And I think if you focus on that when you're younger, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay by the time you're 18. But if not, there's a lot of people that are like in my age or in their 20s. A lot of people, it's average. A lot of people, they're going through depression. They're going through anxiety. They're going through so many things because of life circumstances.
Yeah. So
for me, you have to prepare your mind for that. There's a lot of things we don't want to put in our mindset as because it might hurt us or put us in emotion, but it's realistic. It's realistic that we may lose people. It's realistic that we may lose our friends or lose ourselves. That's realistic.
Anything you can imagine is real. You know, when people say be realistic, anything that you can imagine is realistic. That's like somebody telling the right person you couldn't fly. Like you can't fly. They thought that they could fly. And guess what? Now we got airplanes.
What happens if I stop being grateful for this hand that I have? How do I promote my lipstick? How do I sing? How do I run my business? So I'm going to be thankful for these fingers and these hands and these toes and everything else, because I don't want it taken from me at all. I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out. So I'm okay. So a lot of times people let the tragedy or the problems happen before they do something. I'm not that type of person. I don't want to know. I do it before, because I don't want to find out what happens if I get in that car, or what happens if I lose my hand. No. I'm going to avoid that and be thankful for that. Thank you. Like, it's thank you. And a lot of people don't know how to say thank you. And I need you guys to please start saying thank you and you're welcome. Yeah. It's really
I'm going to encourage people too to be thankful for the negative that you've been through in your life too. Because until you can appreciate those negative times that you have been able to come from, you don't know why you are where you are, or, you don't realize what you were prepared for or how strong you were, meant to be.
I heard, CC Tyson that passed away. So I have her book right in front of me that I haven't read the whole thing.
I think I saw you posted something.
I love to read. So one of the things she mentioned, she says, I appreciate the negative more than the positive. Because once you see how you end up when you get out of that negative, it's like a positive thing. You're more stronger. You're more empowered. If that negative didn't come and affect you, you wouldn't be who you are today. So you have to appreciate those negative times more than those positive, because that's what's taking you to where you're going to be in the next 5 years. That you just asked me, where you see yourself in 5 years.
I'm gonna say this in the recent months, especially when I have had these major like appreciations for negative things that have happened, almost immediately something tremendously positive happened. Like literally almost immediately. Immediately. It's like I'm just literally so thankful that happened and I was able to get through it, and whatever the case is that it taught me, and whoever I am today because of it. And I'm gonna say, like, man, you can go to sleep and the next morning you wake up, it's like boom, like where did this blessing come from? It's like miracles. So, I definitely have to say that. And I don't know, like Warren Buffett, he's the number one investor in the entire world, billionaire. Yeah, he said the number one thing that he would want, is not something that he can pay for. He said he would want time, because you can't replace time. He also wants time with his family. Things like the things that we were talking about as far as appreciating, and those are the impacts that you want to make, where you can't ever get that back. Some things come and they go, but you can't replace right. You can't replace people, any material things. You can't replace that. But people, relationships, time, things you cannot get back. So those are the things you don't want to waste. Relationships
are so important, because you can get so far with the relationship. It's like, I can have a degree for this job, but this girl has a better relationship with the director. She's going to get the job before I get it. So I feel like relationships are so important. Even if it's the janitor that's cleaning the floor, you don't know if he's trying to make up money to start a business, and that business is what you're probably going to be applying for. So I'm big on relationships. I'm big on treating everyone equal, because you just never know. That could be your boss. That can be your partner, your business partner. That may be the person cleaning up for your business now. So maintain good relationships. Never know. Maintain good relationships to get far. That's what's going to help you, because maybe, just like they might call you and say, because you have a good relationship, hey, we got a show coming out. We have an audition for you, because they like you. They have a good relationship with you. If you're not good to work with, they don't want to work with you. You start losing all these relationships and everything. So I think that's important. Maintain good relationships. Have faith.
I think, my network personally is something I worked on, and I knew ever since I was, promoting in college, that network was much more, in my opinion. And I'm not even gonna say just in my opinion. Networking has definitely been more of a blessing than anything that you can personally do yourself. Because one of my friends also said, manners will carry you through the world. By you putting out that energy, no matter what it is, you can think you'd be the smartest person, the richest person, anything. But if you don't have a good network, or people that you've impacted positively, you don't really have nothing, and you don't know how far your network can take you than anything else. And I can definitely say that my life is and has been, I've been able to do so many things just because of the relationships that I've built with people and my network. And that's part of the reason why we have Hollywood Affiliate Marketing, because I want to bring all these different networks so that people can be exposed to that and have opportunities that they may never have had before.
Right. I agree.
Because people don't realize how important that network is. But that also means that you have to be positively impacting people too.
Right. For sure. I agree with that. For sure.
Any relationship is an exchange. For anyone aspiring to follow their dreams.
Go for it. And never settle. Never. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're married, you're in a relationship, you have kids. You go for your dreams. Because one day, when you have these kids and these kids grow up, they want to see that mommy and daddy went for their dreams. They want to see that you did everything that you can do for yourself, because that's what's going to make them strive. So I think for me, it's never settle. Go shoot for them dreams. I could never tell nobody, oh, you're too old, or why don't you just go work at it, or why don't you just go do that? No. No one understands your purpose but you, and no one understands the passion that you have for the things that you love. So I feel like go for your dreams at all times, at all costs, and work hard and believe in yourself. And don't worry about if you don't have support. You know, a lot of people don't have that support. Don't worry about all that. Believe in yourself, because a lot of people get further when they believe in themselves and they maintain great relationships. And I think that's important. Go for your dreams. Shoot for it. Go ahead. Even at 40, go girl, go.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think that you should shout out to the elderly generation and let them know that just because, you know, you've reached a certain age and something hadn't happened doesn't mean that you still can't.
No.
Like, literally, you never know. And if you believe that you can, finally, then it can. So, you know, I hear a lot of people say, oh, I'm too old. But, I mean, at the same time, everybody's always going to have, I'm too old, I'm too skinny, I'm too fat, I'm too short, I'm too tall, I'm too this. And you always find an excuse not to do something.
You know what's another excuse that a lot of people say? Or where I live. Or no, I need to go here. Or I don't have this, I don't have that. You know what that is? Excuses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like excuses. So it's like, instead of having excuses, you need to find another way. Yeah. Have another conclusion. Have options. I don't think there's any excuse. I don't think there's no excuse to do anything, because you're not even trying. You just made the excuse up before you tried. If you tried, you wouldn't have had that excuse. So no excuses.
No lie. I've always told everybody, you know, for me, if the front door is not open, I'm gonna go to the back door. If the back door is closed too, then I can go to the roof. But guess what? If all of it's closed, I'm gonna knock something down, or I'm gonna create my own door and bust a wall open or something. But if that's what I want to do, that's what I'm gonna do. So there's really no excuse to say that you can't, because there is no such thing as you can't. Literally, there's nothing that you can't.
It's like I was telling myself when I got back into YouTube, I was making excuses. I was like, oh my God, I don't have that much subscribers, or I don't have that many views. I don't have it, but I wasn't even posting content consistency. I already made up an excuse for myself. Oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have that. But you didn't even try to promote and put video constantly and see what happens. Because that one video, you never know, can bring me a whole bunch of views or bring me subscribers. I wasn't even trying, but I had the excuse in my head telling myself, oh, but I don't have some, I'll just leave it alone because I don't have that much subscribers. Whatever. And it's like a lot of people do that. We make excuses up before we even try, before we even do it.
Yeah, and you'll never take the action that's necessary if you believe that you can anyway.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And if you believe that you can, you're always gonna do something. If you believe that you can't, you're never gonna try. Imagine you show up at the game, like, man, oh man, we playing against them, we about to lose. What effort are you gonna put in to even give yourself a chance to win? So
absolutely.
Yeah, so that's that. But I mean, I know once again you're a busy woman and time is precious. So I guess, you know, wrapping up. I know your time is very precious.
Yes, okay.
You got some kind of other show or something.
I owe you some more minutes because of what happened.
No, you know, like I told you from the beginning, you don't owe me anything.
Oh,
you know, just glad that we could work together and get everything put out there. So, you know, like I said, we'll have this video on both of the channels. You know, subscribe to all of the channels, everybody, and be looking out for Mika to you know, be on your TV screen somewhere soon. If you haven't already got her on your screen.
Nick. Nick is so uplifting, guys. Nick is such a great person. I hope everybody knows that. Seriously. Outside of this, you know, live and great combo, and just such an uplifting person, a great person. So you're gonna go far. You will go far. You know how to maintain a great relationship. You know how to have a great mindset. You keep it moving. You stay positive. You got it. Like, just go. Go, Nick, go. Go out, Nick. Nick is about to be the next Hollywood Unlocked, guys. You heard it here, right here first.
Hey. Hey, thank you, Nicole, too. I appreciate that, y'all. Flattering me.
Look what Nicole said. Nicole said, yes, he is. You see?
Yeah. My cheese.
Like, we have to, you know what? I need ladies, we need to stop letting men always, you know, give us compliments. Like, let's compliment some men too. Let's let men know what they're doing right. Let's let them know. Give them the little. Go ahead, man. Come on.
Hey.
Seriously.
All right.
Seriously. When you see a good man and you see someone who can carry themselves well, congrats to you. You're a leader, not a follower.
I definitely appreciate it. I'm trying hard, I'm trying to look for a mask or something to cover my cheeks now. Appreciate that, Nicole, too. This interview wasn't even promoted, so this is the crazy part is, but I definitely appreciate it. My day
we just literally did this today, and I'm like, hey, let's do the interview today. And of course, if you welcome me, I come back for whatever, another day. If you want to chat, we can chat about some serious stuff to inspire people if you want.
After you get on that show, we'll go ahead and do a follow-up and ask you how it is, and, maybe you can give us some insights.
Oh my God, don't even say that. Because if I get up...
Don't blow up and just forget about us now. But, we can do a little inside scoop and say, hey, we got Mika in the group, and, we subscribe first, the first subscribers, and, everything like that. So, yeah, we'll handle it like that way. And then I guess even when the song makes #1 on the charts, then we can have you back for that one too. So I think that's possible. Or if we're in South Beach, we can go check out Mangoes. They just
please. We're supposed to be opening up next month, April 21st. So if you are in Miami, Florida, or in the South Beach area, next month, April 22nd, April 21st, Mangoes Tropical Cafe should be opening up. Please come and tell me you see me here so we can chat, say hi, whatever you like. Come see the show live.
My birthday is next month, so I don't know. Miami, anybody want to go?
Mangoes Tropical Cafe, come.
I got hotel. All right.
And you can check out my personal page. I am Mika Ortiz on Instagram. That's my personal IG page. Follow me there. Write me there. If you guys seen the interview, DM me so I know that you've seen this interview. Please DM me.
Just like we're going to Miami.
Yes, Nicole. Come, Nicole.
Just like we're going to Miami. I was trying to go to Key West last year? No, the year before last year.
That's
and that hurricane, I think Darian, something like that, was going towards like Key West. Miami,
it did that.
Dorian.
Yeah.
But they ended up like curving, and I ended up going to California instead. But I've been owing Florida a trip anyway, so
cool.
I can definitely try to make that happen. All right, so I guess wrapping up, do you have any closing words or anything that you want to leave the group with, or the audience, or the YouTube subscribers of the future, or all these people that all the young women and men and everybody out there that's gonna see this? Before you hit the show and before you're on the charts and all that, they go back and they're like, oh, look at this. Mika had this interview with this old, little dude just sitting in a room. Can you believe she said this? And now look at her.
Oh, God. Just don't let anyone change your character. I know a lot of the times people can be toxic, people can be negative, and it can affect you. But you're being tested again. Make sure you stay in character, make sure you stay positive, and make sure you're true to who you are, and no one affects that. You have to be at peace within yourself. And honestly, it just spreads out to everybody else there. They're like, who is this person? Like, you're either the light or you're darkness. You're not in between. So you're either going to be a light for everybody else, or you're just going to be toxic and be darkness for everybody that you come across. So you have to pick. So if you're going to be a light and inspire others and carry that within yourself. Just carry that peace with you. So when people meet you, they just feel more comforting and feel at ease. Life is hard, life is stressful. So we don't need people coming around us and making it harder than what it is. You know what I mean? So come to me with the right energy. Come to me correct. I'm going to attract what I give off. And if you don't come to me the way I come to you, I can't let that affect my character. I got to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I can't
keep it moving.
I can't lower my standards to anyone, man or woman. And a lot of the times, people tend to mess with our character because they're beneath us. They're lower than us. They're just not like us. They're not spiritual people. They're not loving people. So you just can't mess with that. You have to block all that out and maintain who you are and just stay true who you are. That's it. And no one can take that from you. Like I said, you either light or you darken. No in between. Okay?
I definitely think, and I said this back towards the beginning of the pandemic, that, you know, the amount of negativity that was already in the world was already bad. But during the pandemic, there was so much other things that started happening and started coming to light, but they were all negative. And I think that, you know, just going through life every single day, it's an active thing to be positive. So if you think about the world and how it is, if you're flowing down the stream is always going in this direction, and it's going to pull you with it. So if the world is going in a negative direction and you were to just even do nothing and just go with the flow, you're going to go negative, because that's what everybody else is doing. You have to put in some extra effort to swim against that current, and that's the way that you have to be positive, because you're always going to have, you know, the negative in front of you. It's up to you to continue to swim and, you know, go the other direction, because if not,
the other direction, right?
It's too easy to go that way. But the people who go up, you know, you're going against gravity. You got to put in some kind of effort to go up.
And it's hard when you see everybody, and it's hard when you see everybody doing the opposite. You see everybody swimming this way. And you're like, I don't want to swim this way, because why everybody's not swimming this way? Like, I see the light over here, then they're going over there. You really have to believe that the light is this way and say, the hell with them people. They going that way. I'm going to just go this way. You end up to that light, and they be like, oh, we went the wrong way. Now they're ending up trying to swim to the way you went. But
they say it's lonely at the top. They say it's lonely at the top, but, you know, everybody's not going to put in the effort. Everybody's not going to do the extra. And if you wait on everybody else to do what you want to do or reach your goal, for instance, you want to go to the gym, you want to lose weight. If you're waiting on your gym partner, and your gym partner is like, not today, or whatever the case is, you're never going to reach your goal, because you're waiting on somebody else. So like you said, stay true to yourself, do what you got to do for yourself. And at the end of the day, you will be, instead of just feeling like you're held back. But you're not really held back, because you're only holding yourself back by allowing somebody else to, I guess, control your reality.
That's right. And no one can control your reality but you.
So I just want to say I 100% appreciate you coming on today. You know, this
appreciate
is
you, man. Thank you.
No special treatment out there. You know what I'm saying? But
no special treatment.
Hey, let's get it today. So I was like, hey, you know what? We can do that. And we got on here, killed it, crushed it. It was a wonderful conversation as always. You keep your head up and try to keep on keeping mine up, and support each other to the top. If there's anything that I or anybody else in the group can do, you know, we all do it for each other. So thank you again.
Likewise.
And everybody subscribe to Mika O on YouTube. You know, check out Burn.
And if we can, one of these days, I would love to just do a video or a chat on mental health or depression, or people who can just sit here and be inspired. So if any of you who are watching this video agree, please let Nick know, so we can come back and I can share some books that I think that you can read. I can share some meditation. I'm not good on meditation. I'm trying to get back into meditation, but we can share that. We can share things that help you cope. We can share things that help you through everything, especially people that are trying to grow a business.
I meditated for this interview, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm very big on that, affirmations, just trying to make things work. So definitely, if somebody's trying to do the mental health thing, or you know, whatever the case is that has to deal with your energy and trying to move forward and make progress and just be in the right mind, I definitely I'm down for that.
I'm down for it. So
I can share a lot of the stuff that I've used also, because you know, you look at like you say, you look at people, you never have any idea what they're going through or what it took to get to wherever wherever they're at. So
you have no idea.
You have no idea. So you know, you can think somebody's doing great,
and I'm sure it's like you. We don't know your story, and we don't know your struggles and your ups and downs that you go through for this show, but I'm sure you go through something, because it ain't easy. Everybody would have this show if it was easy, right? Everybody would have a show on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, this is just another extension to try to, you know, help the world too. So I mean, y'all subscribe to my channel that I care the most about. Well, I'm not gonna say that, because I do care a lot about this because it's helping people.
And
but
I don't want
subscribe
to say that no more, that you don't care.
I care. I definitely care. So y'all also subscribe to Hollywood Life though, and that's where you can actually see, you know, me in the flesh, not just sitting in the, you know, interviewing anybody, but you can actually see some kind of life stuff that's going on, and you know, I guess kind of see what I'm doing. So,
yeah,
you know, once again, subscribe to Mika O. Check out the channels. I mean the songs. Go look at Mulatas Kollection on Instagram.
And
go to the website.
Yeah.
And Hollywood 21
promo code for 25% off the entire site until tomorrow is Hollywood 21. And I will be writing a personal note as well to you guys, because I appreciate you for watching, I appreciate you for supporting, and I appreciate you for commenting. I'm grateful for that. So I will be doing that tomorrow. I may throw something else in too, because I'm feeling good. Trying to overcome my emotional week. Because it's been one hell of a week, guys. One hell of a week that I may talk about it on my channel one day.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I got a little insight, but we're gonna keep it right here. We're gonna keep it G, and we don't got to put it out there yet. But yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and end it now. Mika, stay on because we're gonna have to do that thing real quick. But everybody else, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Nicole, especially all of your feedback.
Guys.
Thank you very much for anybody that's going to be watching in the future that we don't know yet. And, you know, leave a comment, subscribe, share the video, go to the website, support. Love y'all.